Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of the Random Fandom. To my right is Kelly, to my left is Ian. And gentlemen, we're going to talk tonight about a couple of horror movies coming out in January. One that mercifully is coming to an end, thank you. And another one, I don't know if it's coming to an end of the story or just another continuation. Of course, we're talking about Resident Evil, the final chapter, which you could have called Thank Gosh It's Over, and Underworld Blood War. Kelly, why don't you bring us up to speed on the Resident Evil saga so far?
Well, I'd be glad to. We got 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. All different stories about a girl who was not in the original games, but because Paul W. Wes Anderson loved her so much that he put her in the main character of every single one. But personally, I love it. It's schlock. It's a lot of fun, and it just keeps getting dumber and dumber because
or worse.
More fun.
You know what?
On the opinion.
I gotta say this. If you're gonna base a movie on a game or you're gonna remake something, yeah, you know what? You're gonna change certain stuff. If you're gonna base it on a popular video game franchise, keep the frickin' characters who are actually in the game, not some idiot. You know, in the first one, his characters got worse and worse. I will agree. The second movie is the best one in the whole franchise. You should have stopped after that. After it got ridiculously stupid and worse, I watched the third one, and through this, and thinking to myself, if I could put my eyes out, I would. That's how much I hated that movie. You know, I know people who love these movies. You know, that's good.
I like the third one the most.
Well, you know what? To me, the second one's the best one. You know what? I don't care against me saying this, but
that was closest to the games. I would like to say one thing just in defense of the first movie.
Okay.
First movie was written, and it was intended to come out in like 1999 before Resident Evil 3. Now, think about it. The only two games that existed at the time. Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Each game had two different stars. There was like no direct link between those two games. They had never yet brought back a character into this series.
Well,
therefore, it was
the games were linked. They're still in Raccoon City. You just had different characters. You had Leon and Joe the first one. You had Chris Redfield.
I'm talking about the first one, okay? First one, it was just another story in the same area. The Hive was the lab from Resident Evil 2, and it was just there. Yes, there were new characters, but that's actually how the first two games went. 3 hadn't come out yet. Jill hadn't come back. There was never yet. At the time it was written, and it ended up coming out 3 years too late, so people would definitely hate it more. And then I agree with you on Apocalypse, though. I mean, the second one, it's the one that's closest to the game.
Oh, we get to see Toronto City Hall get blown up. How great is that?
We're getting pretty far into this, but we haven't told anyone what the premise of the whole series is. It's the whole world is being taken over by zombies because of an umbrella corporation that
an evil pharmaceutical company.
Yeah, they develop everything. They're basically Walmart, but gone awry. And yeah, so like then Alice is like an agent that works for them, that betrays them, and works to get rid of them. But they keep on growing and destroying the world. And by the end of the fifth one, the whole world's done.
Wasn't there clones for at one point or something, or Alice or some freaking thing?
Fourth army of them at the end of at the end of the third one, and then that was at the start of the fourth one, and it just kind of kept going and going.
You know, I watched the trailer. We just watched it. You know, I think to myself, you know, it was even painful to watch these trailers. Thank gosh it's over. You know, Mila Jovovich, whatever the hell your last name is, move on. You know, you're a good actress. I got no problem with you, but you know what? These movies are beneath you. Go on to something better. Ian, let's talk about a movie series that actually you want to watch the next one coming out.
Thank you.
And that would be Underworld Blood Wars.
Okay, this is more like an A-level series.
Thank you.
This is the first movie. I think everyone agrees. The first movie, very sleek, very cool. It's a two-sided war between vampires and werewolves. You know,
Lycans, as they're called in the movies.
Lycans. And, you know, one thing I like about it, I have to say, yes, it stars a woman, but it doesn't come across as a feminist thing.
No, gosh, I get no problem.
She's kind of really not even...
She's badass.
I know.
I got no problem with women's a title role. She's badass. You know, she's not whining. Oh my God, you know, this is badass.
She's not trying to be the feminist who's not the damsel in distress. No, she's just a death dealer is what they call her.
Exactly, that's what she was.
She just does, I mean, that intro, she did the superhero landing, and she did that probably better than, like, any superhero. The intro, when she comes down, Oh, and just land right into that and walking.
Yeah, she was sitting on top of a building or something, right?
It was kind of Batmanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, first one, good. People got divided on the second one.
Scott Speedman.
It was weird. It travels back in time. Or was that the third one?
No, that was the third one. Second one was a direct sequel, and I thought it was very closely, as if it was written by the same guy, and I felt like they were very closely written, like they were meant to.
You have to throw the prequel in there. The prequel.
Afterward, the prequel came out. Yes,
right. I enjoyed that too. Yeah,
that was excellent.
I like that.
That's exactly what a prequel should be.
Yeah.
So many bad prequels have been done where they're pointless.
Well, your cash grabs are written. They're written for no reason to try and make a few bucks off. That is what it is.
They think they got a hook, but this one, you thought you already knew the story, and it's no, you didn't. There's a whole great story here.
Just when you thought you knew everything.
So, and then Awakening came out. A lot of people fell off on this movie. The first one in 3D, because that's now 3D's been invented. Awakening, I like it a lot. It was
a stellar film. It didn't suck.
It was a quick, fast-paced action movie, It's just a very quick action movie. It's like a whole new world now because the story really ended in number 2. It really ended at that point. They really brought it all to an end with the father of everything, ancestors and all that. Yeah. And then this is Awakening is like a new story that began. Where now, all of a sudden, the human world knows everything about vampires and werewolves, and they're studying them. Yeah. And they're hunting them down, and they're just trying to survive. And it just starts off a new storyline, and then this is the
continuation.
Bloodlines is the continuation.
From what I see from the trailer, I guess Celine's been away, and they're looking for her and her daughter to get their precious blood. No pun intended for the vampires.
Why do they want their blood?
Because I guess what I'm getting from the sequel is to help them make them stronger to fight the Lycans, who are suddenly more vicious now than they were in the first 3 movies.
Isn't you guys were saying earlier off screen? We were talking about the blood that she has makes her not burn in the sunlight, right?
Well, that was a gift given to her at the end of the second movie.
So is that what they're trying to steal from her in this one?
Oh, no. What they definitely showed us in the trailers that she's gaining new powers of some kind, like some kind of divine.
She's got blonde highlights now.
Yeah, that was kind of. It goes with the powers,
Yeah.
Highlights.
You know what? And I'm glad I watched the trailer because I totally forgot she had a daughter. I forgot about the daughter.
Yeah.
She had a daughter. That's right.
Awakening, yeah.
Good thing, that they kind of brought that up. But you know what? For my $10, I'll fork it down on Blood War. For Resident Evil, I just kind of spit in the poster and just walk by it. It's horrible. I don't care. Some movies, you just gotta die. It's over.
Zombies live on.
Well, I love zombies when they're done properly. Now, it doesn't matter the whole world of zombies. Like, what chance do you have? At least when Romero does a zombie movie, the world's full of zombies, but it's done so well. Where this piece of monkey crap, it's like it's just a reason to throw them on screen looking how they look and just making a mess of themselves.
The director Paul Anderson, he's the only reason why this movie's even being made. I mean, at this point, he's the only person even keeping this series going. That's it. Just the director.
Yeah,
nobody's demanding it. These have never been hits. Okay, 25 million is the biggest opening they ever had.
They're dumb.
And that was because of 3D.
The first one was still good.
I love the first one. I thought it was so thrilling.
It was good.
It wasn't just the zombies.
It kind of set up the second one nicely. That's my opinion. The second one's my favorite one. Like I really like the second one. After that, after the second one,
if he tries to pull a cliffhanger for a 7th, I'm gonna fucking shoot.
Of course, I'm gonna cheer. We gotta go see it all together, and I'll be the one cheering.
You're buying.
I'll be the one sleeping. I'll be the one sleeping, fucking cursing at fucking Kelly and saying under my breath that I watch this piece of monkey crap. But no, we can't judge a trailer. Yes, I can. It's my $9. If it looks like crap, I ain't going to watch it. And if I don't like the actors, then watch it.
Speaking of Tuesday nights, hold on. Even better than Tuesday night, buy Cheerios. Boom. This is even better than Tuesday nights. And I swear to God, this is not a sponsor. We do not have sponsors. But I was just at the grocery store, and oh my God, Cheerios right now. You get a free ticket, Cineplex, general admission. It has to be used Sunday to Thursday, but this was less than $5. It was $4.50.
So even if you don't like Cheerios,
you know what?
Sunday to Thursday.
You know what? Grab your ticket and sneak the box of churros in the theater view, because I know when I go to the theaters, I'm always sneaking licorice or nuts in there now, because I can spend $20 to fucking concession stand.
Man, you know how big this box is.
Alright, you'll be eating that all.
So as Ian prepares to enjoy some cereal here, we'll catch you guys next time. And just remember to like, subscribe, and comment on our videos. So for Ian, the guy stuffing his face where they're playing at Cheerios, and Kelly, the alcoholic, and me, the sober one, Antonio. We'll catch you next time on the Random Fandom.
All right.
Take it easy.
You should pour some beer in there.